You may have noticed that a strong gift of the Siena Retreat Center is our interest in the pursuit of truth, in study. And this comes from the sponsorship of the Racine Dominican Sisters, who follow the charism of the Dominican order, which is to study and then to preach. And in this time of our trying to find our place in our American society, we do have a lot of study that we are all called to do about the real history of our country, the real history of racism in our country, supported by our laws and our culture, that we're hardly aware of because we really never were prompted to study any of that history. And now is the time to do that. And I think many of us are gathering in study circles to do some catch-up so that we can recognize our part in this. But I just want to highlight some of the Dominicanness of this, because many of us know St. Francis of Assisi and his love of the earth, but not a lot of people know and recognize the Dominican charism of study and why that is important as well. So I'm going to read a little something from the Constitution of the Siena Dominican Sisters, because I'm a Siena Dominican, but we all share that same charism. And it starts out, the call to study is an imperative of the Dominican vocation, that we are students of the continuing revelation of God in all creation in order to be effective preachers of the word. We make study integral to our prayer, our personal development, our community living, and our ministry. Study is a way of living for us. It enables us to attend with reverence to God's world and the Spirit moving in it. And that's why you'll find so many programs here about our work in the world and God's presence in that. So we say that the quality of our life in common depends greatly on our willingness to think together, to search out truth, to reveal personal ideas and ideals to one another. And that's what you get drawn into when you come to the retreat center, is to think together and to come to truth. And then to share that as persons who live and are involved in civic community and the local church. The last little part of this, it says, study implies a lifelong willingness to learn. All of us are involved with that. You have to have a kind of poverty of spirit which asks to be enriched by truth. So our role as church women, Dominican women, is to summon ourselves and others to serious thought, to contemplation, and to that informed action which alone can discover some solution to human suffering and to help bring about the new creation. So we emphasize informed action for the world, and we bring that, contribute a Christian dimension to the dynamic of the future. So when you come to Retreat Center here, you bring your own spirit of that, desire to learn, desire to pray together, and to move from here into informed action in the world. So may God bless us in this important work.